I never thought I'd book. And when Samantha reached out when she was first starting Lucky Book Publishing, I'm one of the OGs. I'm one of the original beta group, right? And she just kept saying, Teri, you've got so much knowledge around this whole TED thing, why don't you put it into a book? And I just kept thinking, I don't want to do that. I don't want to write a book. It was never part of my plan of anything, life, business, you name it. But she got me thinking. And then she started asking me, and what would I put into the book if I had the chance to write a book? And so it was that question that really got me thinking. And so I would have to say that what the book changed for me was helping me take almost 8 years of coaching experience at the time, plus having done my own TEDx talk, plus loads of storytelling coaching, and help me put it into a formula or a format that people could pick up and read and understand and know what they needed to do in order to apply to give a TEDx talk. So it changed things by helping me. I have a very ADHD brain, very nonlinear brain, and it really just helped me put it all in one place. I would have to say, I was again back at the beginning when I said I wanted to write a book about helping managers be more effective leaders by learning to talk like Ted. Or I wanted to write a book about how being a caregiver really changed my life. But the more I talked to Sam and Simar and the team we had around the table at the time, it became clear that the best way I could serve current and future clients was writing out the questions that they all asked anyway, writing out the answers to the questions. And that's what Sam said in one of the calls. Teri, put down everything that you answer over and over again in every discovery call or when you first start coaching someone. What are those questions that they need the answers for? She said, that's your book. And so that was really wonderful advice. And that became the backbone of the whole Get Ready for TED book. I think it was just thinking I maybe didn't know enough, or I wouldn't know how to organize what I knew. There's something called the curse of knowledge, which you've probably heard about, which when you're deep inside a subject, sometimes it's really difficult to explain it in a way that others will get like that. And that's what, that was my biggest fear. How can I get all of the stuff that was in my head, dozens of documents in my laptop and, published, articles I'd published over the years. How could I trim all of that into, 8 or 9 or 10 chapters and make it interesting and compelling and something that people would want to pick up? So that was my big fear. Would I be organized enough? Would I be able to just get my stuff together, literally, in order to put it into a book form? Some of what it is how I see myself. And that is that now when I go to do one of my, TED intensives or introduction to what's it like to talk like TED, I tell people often I'm an English to TED translator. And so then this book has become my guidebook almost. And I can say to people when I'm giving a course, I speak very quickly. We go through things really, really quickly, especially in the intensive 2.5 hour training. And I can say to people now, I'm going to go through this quickly. You will get the recording. You will get the transcript. But you know what? You also have the book. So when we're finished, go and open up chapter 7 and read through that again. Or go back to chapter 3 and look at the exercises there and see what you've done. And by the way, at regular points during the reading the book, go back and see how your idea worth spreading is growing and taking shape and taking root in your heart. Because that again is what the book is designed to do, is to help you see what you know, what your idea worth spreading is all about, and what you want to bring out into the world at large. That's what Get Ready for TED is all about.